hearty welcome to each and every one of you as we commence this extraordinary meeting of the 4th session of the 8th Parliament of the 4th Republic. This meeting is a response to a request for a recall first dated 22nd of October 2024 and a subsequent one dated 24th of October 2024, both pursuant to Article 1123 of the Constitution and Order 53 of the Standing Orders of Parliament. Both requests were signed by more than the constitutionally required signatories of 15% of all members of Parliament. The first request entreats the House to deliberate upon and transact urgent government business. And the businesses were tabulated. And from what we had, there were not many, just a few. Request dated 24th simply added minimum items for the consideration of the House. So from the initial request for us to consider 5 items, this second request added 17 more items. And this request came from the NPP members of Parliament, and it was signed on their behalf by the second Deputy Majority Whip, Honorable Alex Tete Jodubois. Requests were signed by him. Honorable members, I had, under the dictates of the provisions of the Constitution, to issue the summons for you to be here today. And I duly complied with the constitutional provision and got the administration the summons published to the notice of all of you. Unfortunately, the signatories who made the request have not shown up, and therefore matters that they wanted us to handle, which are admitted for the consideration of the Business Committee, are not on the order paper, and in fact there is no order paper for today because the Business Committee could not meet due to the absence of the people who requested for the recall. And as you can see, one side of the House is completely empty. In view of this, we have, as usual, got a quorum to sit, but we have no business before us to transact, because the Business Committee, as you know, they prepare a report, and this report is adopted by the House as business agreed by the House to transact during the course of the week. In the absence of that, there is no other authority that can put business before you which you have not adopted to transact. In view of the failure of the business committee to sit as a result of the refusal of those who requested for the recall to show up, we are compelled to once again adjourn the sitting of the House. Knowing the challenges we are facing, it is not advisable to be adjourning from day to day. And so I'll proceed once more to adjourn the meeting indefinitely. And the meeting, this extraordinary meeting, is accordingly adjourned.
But nkoma yedi ohunu sei.
Well,
me do be come back I introduce you, but me say be me di abo na be na me ma wuram.
Me da say. So now me follow proceedings from first time speaker journey parliament synod and or recall yen say bia normal beko and kind am a parliament, you know, sa issue na free ho asakwa the same thing. Asakwa the same thing na media me hunu ade bi. You see, say Ghana and Kasano Metaka and be say, yeah, Ghana for ye Nikaya no mine and sana ya do a political party, sir. BBC Ali Afen ye behuna kesiye. Because I say, yeah, so divided in a manner that, you know, the political polarization, in a manner that, obia yemu bebrena do party ye free say, you belong it to no, you affiliated to no. As no my no. You understand? They're not any dinkum in the commentary. Na meet any. You see, the whole thing has got to do with constitutional issues, legal issues. One sheni ye ngunu ba be free bana. Obe blame obi. But nente sa. Yatna parliament. We are all Ghanaians yet here. There has been precedent in you. For Mena MP, was he not NPP MP? And then co-independent or not there, the same 1992 constitution, which has not been overthrown. Yadi no. Na president Ankasa Krabaho for Mena Mitieno life. Yes, so independent candidate in Yedma specifically, Honorable Etnyama. Until Wamun Trabamano. And a formula one, you know, the formula one here, you know, that shows on, you know, do you know what they did? Omotu Abanema and Abu Asiama as independent candidate. No, they defined what is enshrined in Article 1 of the 1992 Constitution, which talks about supremacy of the Constitution. It states that the supremacy of our 1992 Constitution resides in the people. Ghana for no yena 2 minutes kuraye the formula for nature say o do your man penny absolutely yeah the way near penno omo 2 we no in parliament 137 on the score sheet of EC for NDC 137 members of parliament for MPP for Mena MP independent one. Let me tell you, there is in reality here kasi cannot cry. Because I one man penny at Waba, young cannot cry the next parliament, young who Ghana ye. You see, there is no majority in parliament right from day one after the 2020 elections. 137 independent candidate per our constitution, bylaws be our parliament. You know. It doesn't qualify an independent candidate to join a political party to make him or to make it a majority or a minority. But you see, on say on contention by ya no mo twetwe nkonya anabu munta kamo ana eko see say speaker na ye abusu apanyini our parliament and he was can say speaker was more magnanimous to NPP more than anybody. The magnanimity magnanimity menka and who more bra speaker MPP no from that day no na nka so mo bomb nse man be pemonde because he had every right to say that there is none like a majority or a minority. You are even. And the business about any one independent candidate nepa or kotu abama way ano odi wafa na odi benkumafa. That is up to him. After that we count. Whoever gets the nod of the one independent candidate wins whatever it is. But speaker can say anabu esiama ye business every say why na no ebe no so me business akwa MPP side and we use the discretionary powers. Speaker na di ni tumi said the leader of parliament was say waka sa dia and na me use me declare MPP for MPs ni say majority, but constitutionally that was even wrong to me. And the minority MPs no they had every right to have contested against that. But you see, for the nation to move on,
wrong.
Because 137, independent candidate can never join a party. Anabu Esiama says, no MPP and also NDC. No. He is independent in parliament as we speak. He is not an MPP MP. Neither is he an MDC MP. Nothing in parliament can change that. You see, that is constitutional. But you see, as some area, even in law, if you study law, you say litigation must end. You can't some 10 times you do baby. A big crowd wine him so na dibem, but my jam. Na say my chat. That was what speaker did. You know, sometimes we should be fair. Maybe I know, makumemu. How fair usually me sit here no. Nkrofo ka me say me rough frontline politics and have me party kuran pe masem. But I love Ghana first more than any other political party. And we should be fair to that. And in anwe ba say yeah. Speaker court na say. What the yansha de be you? The majority leader sued or filed at the Supreme Court before Parliament sat. Meboa. Senate Speaker Mekan Bibi I say, me declare, though my butu we makunya, me declare we must say minority. But one amodwene and then yes, almost done almost on the adwene you. Almost based on the precedent they themselves have set. We are saying, about the botech, yet the boba, a crown into what about Bobby. Nadia Ground farm watch what about boyum. Now, one me and so you see, a sana NPP MPs ni try against Formina MP then. Certain you had a comfortable lead in terms of numbers for parliament. So papa no mu ja no mu ye dia. And no kra na mo say majority still because the numbers were huge. And you understand even now ba ko pekura free so na wan kire no. But you know you kicked against your own MP because you are independent inti. And I'm the buy then the speaker then the same article 97 na mo kon. Aditia for me na for.
This article 97 away. And that's what that ho.
And I make absolutely. And this time no mo me butu sebi onidium na for me na for many representation no munye nipa. Ni atwa o magusa Ghana for ni atwa o maswana. No, we should be fair. No, I think Ghana na yet the politicians have bought our minds. And it shouldn't even extend to any of the other two, arms of government at all. So, for me now for ye butu or more MP ni seat, about 3 months or so to a dear Azam na Ali, my main case in our constitution, on say a woman say 3 months to elections. Main fan says MPB a free mo and I could be or parliament to Tompaya. Ye by elections. Alim Bajo meboa. Say it was 3 months here kotwaba. BBC na akunya bi Tompaya ye by elections. Absolutely. Do you know the implication of that? Let lawyers interpret that to you or judges interpret that to you reasonably. What it means is that there is a silent clause in our constitution which says that every 3 months to a general election, where a seat of a parliamentarian becomes vacant, Okay? The people are left to be alone. That is the representatives of the people. Nkrofona sa MP no esi o man. Yes. No, but constitution is silent on that. Say the people of a particular constituency can be denied representation in parliament. The last three, for the last 3, months now they go to that is true. A way we here teacher no abechire. You understand? We have barely 2 months to go. This has happened. You have your party in government. Your party has the president. You have business to transact in parliament. Never are they up to or convictions and crophobic to media to Abama. What's your conyentin wama? Papa ne betenase. Come. Minority akotena makonya so be in parliament and listen to Abusu opinion. You fail to come. You fail to come. You fail to come. So me reasonably, nationally, nationalistically, religiously, I cannot never blame the speaker in any way. And now we better not say. And now I have press conference. Forget of what he said. You even filed and called for this emergency sitting. Come. Wa ma me uraho. Na sebi oni die male yanka no kura. Wa ma me uraho. Why na ka kire say obiti wakonya so. Wa ma me uraho. You understand? So Ali, and no. I'm telling you, say, you need a defined, you say, left or right, minority and Tiana a intro. It is the parliamentarian arrangement.
Yes, right here.
It's the arrangement of parliament. Yes, it's the arrangement of parliament. And to the Amako Crown almost at for the second time. And now someone am calling for it. May my dream children say, be in parliament, listen to the speaker. The speaker could have ordered. NDC MPs say, Masa, Mumfree Hankotana. Namon Somo Metana. Naman Konamujina Bontana, Mosi crucify speaker na. It means that indirectly, as majority MPs now more parliament, no, for now, you don't love Ghana again. That's the implication. Because you don't want to transact business for the people. Parliamentary transactions, the business transactions, they do it for us because they represent us. And I think it is time we should tell the truth in the face of the people. MPs in our classroom. You understand? And they know some of us what we can do. Almost even past them. And when your opportunity now, do what it is good for the people. E we are say wono. Ali mi hu de ntia sabio yam pese de nidie ebe ma panyini kakra. Me pese me call the aspect akọ court no, but I'm staying in parliament. Say MPs no. Ade na omo be kan kire 1 omo constituents, 2 omo kan kire government, 3 omo kan kire the entire Ghanaians. NPP MPs no. Why today sitting no, they fail to enter parliament house? Enti achina obetumi asan akotwere letter biem e de akoma parliament se sia ya wasan agene ne sinide absolutely signature absolutely. So one, they are deceiving their people that they represent. 2, they are deceiving the entire Ghanaians. But you see, me pese yesuya de be say akaka krani eto aba
Bosumi
exactly 1 month. And no maybe amoya ne yehwe. Already people have weighed, they have put on preponderance. Or when your more evidence is indirectly, they say they have certain things. You see, and a certain government should realize that we are there what you for now. Uncroft and Twaba, or more hardcore or members no. So man ko to Abama wa na ulusu. Or se men ko jinamon twaba una ulusuo udi agron so abesanya few bi omo so beto abeti yawo. So I think reasonably the MPs didn't do us a good thing as a people. They should have been there. And this is here Mesre say omumeyi the leader of the MPP caucus no, the majority caucus should come and so or can be Bichara Ghana for the reason. And it should be a reason which is reasonable.
Reasonable reason.
Yes.
Any other reason?
No.
Reason.
The next parliament now, yeah, but Ghana must move forward, though. Ali, sabi normal way. No. O de corner papa no. O nkoko. Udra. Mo pekura munyina ho. Be upstanding. The speaker reasonably cannot speak. On to mean kasa. Wabra mujire ho. So he will order. Yes. Na speaker kasa. Minority for an NDC MPs no Mumfree Hametna ha. Now mama, then you look at it. Absolutely. Then you score your points.
Na I clear say what the bim could.
Na one code ya. Say see abese dey na menka bi ma. Me di menka bi bia. Sir. Me di menka bi bia. No. I did not meet they are now on an interview maybe. What he was saying is that your correspondent no. I think he made a statement that said, Speaker, engage, you know, as an for Nankas was seen it paying search and I acquire. No, young cancer more abundant. Parliamentary issues are done in the Parliament House, not even outside the House. You see, and the BBS, you know, say any papam, say any bonimono, I say addition my na time be ade na addition na ye no, a na ye my na ye bano. Said the bear Dutch ye be sick and paying for na ya. Ye bet me who mistakes some ye na correcting ye, yet me acquaint him. By and by, whether big or small, Ghana first. And I still repeat, Ghana must be first in our thinking and reasoning. And no been Kamala Harris in Omenimu Square. Yes. Because Donald Trump was preaching of America first. And it worked for him. Yeah, the end acquire party first. Yeah, the acquire party first, NPP first, NDC first. Na say ya no ma ya diversify and free side sa site na. Ali time bia me hu say I'm here very retrogressive instead of progressing. Yes.
Well, abusia meba beda papa ye di akire mo amotai ene yen sumu fidiam ha de. Ne no enye ne foforo ema mo kra we teacher ni sonko me sheda friend no say ye bidi nkomo afa ye mano a ye de omko secondary school no kwan ye be fa so a ye be solve some problems nketekete ama wor me ba ne say na awofo no ye hu ba bi ye fa kra eja wono so ye Ghana ni se metoma no a afa asem ne tra o table so ama ye so no ye da say godi
thank you
ye kwa o man so ne prophet amwakwata kodi nkomo ena no brada ye ne bonkomo afidie so. In fact, Papa be ensem pi so che juada right. Ye di nkomo no juada. Na ade be che brada ma America fa kwato aba. Na nkomo no ye di ye no. Wa ubie wadwinima na utie ne ye pa no. Wu de papa ne kan na ne asisi enso. Ena speaker say. Ba go for nko. They say it takes two to tango. Ba go for nko. Me ba ye me inside fa so ayema benkubo bi ani ho according to Ghana mara no yesi bi di koro asmo aman koro no mu form en form nti wasan ajan ne efie no sene da biu minu yanom ye mra shebeja fie aye no no ye mra shebeja fie di aye no no ene NDC for kwa NPP for enko ebi ana omo tete se wo mu nuanom adi kan akofo omo konwa se dem ne bi atwam omo yoye no nti omo de omo nko na we na nkrofo bi kase senka MPP be kwa na o senka nra no a achiame hene frɛ ensentwerefo nhyiamu no na o se wo kase wo mo mra no mo kwa wo mo kotena nifa ne so na ho na ye omo dia ana se wonu a wode na no kan se enkonya miensa a ya MPP before the wabutu no wadane no enti wo mo a wobutu wo nkonya no wo nsa mefo nkonya na the Supreme Court ka no sana nka MPP for epe no ba speaker wanye ne sa na sem nyina ne se wo asem obramanim na menka nkyerɛw unkotena baabi na mabatuhu sa akwasi wahine o wayere okwawe ase da bi asem nyina na nka betwa wo Parliament House wonne se nka MPP for beko na ndisi fo nso akọ na nka speaker akase de me kaaye no me da so agiram me mfa Supreme Court asem ne nye hwe eti MPP fo mo ye domkuma NDC mo ye mdododo ana se nko mo beko no waka say there be asem no me kan ye no Supreme Court to say me hold it on it be my hold it on it nipa miensa nkonya no a me dane no no ma san to apagya me twen ama Supreme Court aka asem na wie ebre no wa hye no eno an nke yeko but we de NPP for anko NDC for ne koy the speaker so say NDC for nko na ho de a ye di nkomo no a enye yie Parliament House no enye ba akofo ma me yemu ade we mu ni ho ntie ntimi ni nkomo kora che se asem bia no metimi aboso a kire mo etimi ma mu nyina kwa aba na mu ye nsore ne yenko korom ye fo mo enye yi ntie na dia sesi Parliament House no san krofo nso so na government business da mo na so a wo mu hia bibi di apushi wo man bosom ya ka ya ko yanim yi aba ye koto yi e ho nsem de da ho eniema pi wo mrahye baje fie ono mo a NPP for ne behia NDC for no na omu nyina ka bom pale e ka parliamenta e pale to jojo we kan na o ya kan ya enye ntokwa wo ba ye wa bonte na ihu ni sa enye ntokwa wo dabi yamfa fita mebo ha dabi yamfa kokko mebo ha o dabi fita ni Ghana flankam inside ya yamfa ya jojo a feni agea to na de fita na kokko na de aba dodo amamuo kabi na mesumin kabi ye to so aba de ne de dɔɔso ne boden papa it take time nso e glandi slowly but smooth ti so ni akoma uni abotre se obeso so saa de no so a e be ye den pa ne asie o Parliament House no ye be di hu nkomo ye be call si a ni akɔ de si yankasa ene Parliament da ho abobo so ni asie na wo so wura no nyafo KT Hamo na John de otena buru cheche pen na no borofo de jai. You were not listening. You were not listening. You were not listening. You were not listening. And then and central for now engaging the panel also what was why engage you o my interrogating the panel also engage you pa but papa no hwe na no kasa ye pass na no and to faso yes ya no e watre a echen anamon Donald Trump papa ba bia wo bi a chiawo e me kan je say shit wo bi mu kabiem kranche da kabiem da abaton wawi no wi ye no so no impact by na de ba oban Ghana so obaka ya nurachi the day before election no na Tuesday na Thursday na any prophet amwakwata ebon komo afidie so obiebie nsem pii so kire yen na wa utie ne komo no ko akiri pa no utie ne ya na de no woka bi a kire se Donald John Trump ebedi nkunim papa na wohuri adikan na ebehwe susanso a ebeba my Ghana so abetifi hine so na yese nkrofo bi achi na hye baabi no emrantie bi o mabati kantin se twompiata last killers bi ayire abetifi hine kwasi bi beka so ma kidnapping na kosie baabi nti enei missing action abetifi hine ye hwe no ayihu no tiwa wo hu na obabi bia no ba project amane nyame ya adom aburo nyen ye ne nyanka ene ekunafo na ekudie pure ene angel na aka bomu ya to yensa frɛ adifo bi te sɛ prophet Agaspa onyame chiame Samuel Abijima pastor Samuel Adobla ene afoforo pi me pa cho didi agya bi na yemfa ma akunafo ene nyanka mesa abaso ba quickly ma me nkofa minua Prince Jobu adi e Parliament House bro me wakwa abonempom
brapani me jo so abru onpa abonyame adom ahai boko
the radiase si wo hu ye mobo ene meti TV hu hwe TV din na say hey ene so Bible ne fati left nko na ba right ama say right so na ba left ama me de metie bi pa ya kasa ho pa ya di nkomo ofia pa e wo ye office ba wo na wo ho boya mane enura press conference as speaker ye no anyway e wo bibi ana famisha ase free no press conference no na fa bel link to the next Parliament House manhwade
bra ode o ma adwuman eye mre ye nika o bia de me free ni je
e ma pa
unyame a obo no nkoso enhira o ye na nyame ase wonum de extra koso de ama o bra enura press conference as speaker ye no efoni a utwa na opeso utwa e ma Ghana ni wiase ni nehu no ene no abam sa pepepe san se de ka se meti me ho ase asori ofie ha enu speaker press conference anu o ya no ka say what dey dikan eye presidency ene judiciary ena edi won hwen ehwiehwia parliament nsemu epese won weaken parliament eno na hona na ovie na me ka say o pese obi di ne hwen betieti wo nsem no obedi wasem ofie ama wo dia wo pani na ofie na asampa nsi konwa eti se ne no wo ka say won parliament no asem wo ha ne ko won betimi a resolve na enye supreme court na wo say resolve no na nura no ye opportunity amimi hu say na ka speaker betimi amade na AC nka AC aka won beto so ya adwuma the sent ni say na e wo say osi enura speaker be cans e be kwa fo a masema da bia me ne mo ka no the obododo na ka say speaker si gina ye e wo enkonwa enan no ho e ko supreme court asamos ba ye no enura speaker to nanum tuo e vindicate me ama enura ye college dodo na e wa ha say ene wadaroma platform ya wo de mame no dodo na afre say praise your kind yampa and I'm say speaker kasa na wutie na wasan afa procedures senate ya wasi enura o commenti wo vacant seat no ho when seat na ye it is someone's now want to about no patch say and you know say ye need constitutional crisis or reply chief justice said there's no constitutional crisis and it is when seat na ye dia a comment and obe commenting wo ho say konwa nan no e wo say edam pan na won seat na ye say wabon na so tutu dia and na won seat na ani kwa say obi gina no so e de be majority no bi si ko minority me mpese body man no beto to me nsemu enti ma frɛ dom dodo no ma frɛ dom kuma no ɛne yɛ sɛ parliamentary service board penifo kra amomra sɛ me kra so me to me self frɛ former speakers akɔ bi so ana wo yɛ nne twɛsia na parliament asɛm yɛ ka no parliament yɛ hwɛ he ɔman no ho ti ase enti yɛ kra ka yɛ ndasan obi yɛ tra ba bi ɔte dom dodo mo kɔ amokɔ tena ha babi amotena amoti dom kuma amokɔ amoti mo ho ase asɛm na me kan me si gina yɛ ɛne ti the supreme court ne ade da ba kra mo yɛ kɔ sɛ ne yɛ tie no a Angel. Me the maka na maka. And it's no minority for mokoi monkotra majority afa majority moko amokotra ha. Na mabobo hu na kamaka nesi. And no press conference no bibisa asasam no kra no. O say baby a we betra there enye na adwuma eye ships and the clark adwuma. Nti anu yi free ne kon. Ampa ende minority for betra ase. E bo bi ese no nkunu mu ho no betra ase. Etutu edina majority fo din esisi konya no so nyina jiji fi ho won yi biebi wa no de ahya konya na ase ebi wa no de agu baabi ade won de esisi so from leadership kwatra emrasebidwafo bi ese ohane bae no won nyina de odi sisi eso speaker and faso speaker remu won bon pa ye wiye na no di semunie o say eyade se NPP MPs na a prayer ye enam constitution eye article 112 so ema pan krata so a majority deputy majorityship speaker voice na ye boy better clear or can deputy majorityship Yira Alexander Juneboa e de nsa esa ase a emrasebidwafo a wodi ohamrasebidwafo hamuchi mu dunum esa hasiere ema wo se ye better ase abasa hare so ana pupupuru no yaba ye no won kasa de won ni ha ye wo enipa dodo koroma ebetimi dia ye adwuma na so business statement kra ni yanimu a eye hihye pon a ye begina so dia ba ye adwuma enti ye ti hei adwuma bia ni yanimu a wo se ye asemrase bidwafo enti wo se ye pagya ye mu metimi ka se na ya ba ya pagya ocha ya ba ya pagya enti me san pagya ekosi emre santin indefinitely ana wo chechire mu sei ana wo san chire mu sei Someone's near dear by so what the amount of publisher will be as a cabby. It if you know what page and opija mirror. Majority, say, DC for or your majority or yet one so your majority no, and by any because I say, won't say people for us. One for one pride in 20 and no matter minority for no for Jumamra, no when you're the Mabon or your majority, but I did a boy man on when decided to obey. Mirror, me no can say, Jira, Alexander, a friend of Markin, MPP. So bad that no ono so ejina eye parliament for court fountain ho da be ready your federal chamber no no awianum and the members ni nyina so bo na ti dom and ono so ni central for kasa be pie mu anima besi eti efiri nra enfoni speaker twa ye no ɛno ɛnɛnɛ yɛaforo amanfo a ɛka no yɛtwa photo na negative yɛtwa asa na negative aba ne akɔprɛnte no wede wɔatwa negative no ama ne yɛaprɛnte
wakae masɛm paa ka ne wotwa picture no wie kora na ɛfɛ a wokɔ photographer sɛ wontwa wo negative no na so wonya wakɔ hɔ ewiase na yɛ skitiwa sei well what's all kasano or can I say deputy majority whip right meaning say on nani adiano what the adina MPP for say o majority
sir and ne the working or acknowledge yes say in that no machine you for na or hani a chira wo don sa say kata se tre say o metra se abasa harisu eh second deputy majority whip and a debaye.
What me addressing so a second deputy majority whip there meaning say sanity omuko parliament house anka say o de omupani be mo mana
anything that kaneka enye de say won hia o conclave no ye meeting ya leadership na afani nyina leaders 55 mo hia ni speaker edwentwen de mo be ye da bia ho mo ye be we say e ka ho no na ko timi e de sa agency ni ba say me da so recognize say mo ye we wona ye tia me hene wo fie ho nti wo ka se we kwatena ha na we kwatena ha nka sa hura bari ama every for some one mess and say on wa kwatena be on tran be ayizi won din afi ho nti won ba be ka se we sorry a okona won pede beba won so kon beba nti na won anwura eye conference center ho a won hye parliament fidua yi mu mira
bro this time around message be shall say ne kwan so a wo na me bi sha wo because omukuro ya na ye ya ma parliament ne ba setena putupuru sa na fe mu kotieti nsem abonten a mo de abonten asema ya asema anko chimba ho etu omo case o manko
aya bonten asem no tietie ye won ba efie ho no ba bia won kwotena no won wi anama kwotena ho eti so okwa kwagye atum akwotena enkunya na dampan no so na ene unya titum na atena na abade ene wagye atum so ya minority ana me kwakase tu makunya so mentu me die esi so kra na ya klipu abdi esi so no watu afiri so nti na meye tokwa nti they have to decide say on bema ho ye akoso ho naka ye news ya ye de ya bo we afo we dia ye sei na ne kaja nti ye ginamu ana se on be pie ana on pie nti won dom kuma na won frɛ so won meye adwuma no ekire mu a on conclave no speaker right from time na won person won fa nemi gwa kwa se my direction say kwa ye kono we nyese na sumdwe mra no right for concrete for no antimi anya adwuma
yese omuko enim de omuba aka ba ebosom ne yekoto aba ebe bo aban yi
emu aban mo awoman aban de so twemako won wususu aso be kan kase ye yantimemfo aya efe se ye de en kan ye ebia me ya kwakwa adwuma kwaku ati ne bitwa meka ebia kwaku ati so e wo contract bi wa aban mu a waya ma aban so aban tua ne ka efi January ekọ yetimi nye sky be bo men ho bra 1D 1F a aye ready e wo se eye na ekoye adwuma anye bia ba bia wo no nipa dukura anye adwuma ya obi nsa be kona no nyini nara sa tinwahwe ekoso parliament nyini na eboye yetimemfo no ye be sofa more sene yesi asumienu ko a esensan na bre no mira ebe kan yan kra sen aban
be ma ede report na wo se enka MP before ye because ene aseta na wo se enka baso
ene aseta de na wo se MP before eye e wo se ene mu mra chimba ho setiti kra na mu begina munyina
masem no wo de mu begina tete kra
aha mu gina na speaker ram no wa ye we say speaker kasa wie ye no ana speaker kasa so utimi ngina ho nti ye ne ono speaker no hu se musu mu gina na mo tena ase a obehwe kwan ye obefa so obe resolve
that's it
and no say me dey you see the bus stop with the head the make ultimate say leadership is everything when now yet chama hinu ofi o mako meeting you also work catch won no pi catch won se kire bo catch won na mom to mom ra me adwuma nke dey sinsi yes because me yin so committee na speaker ka say we ohana yo trabe ahana yo trabe nti muka che mukofo na munkotena ha ka me se ka ya san agenda nti e bia na de ekoso e bia na ara say speaker o ana say hwanyo obi wo interest because and parliament so de bia meka constitution ma ho kwa three arms of government no pay na che say show partisan bias na mfeni juma It is the MPP NPC ABI to protect their party and their government. The NDC ABI also is protecting their party to bring their party to come to get to the governance.
You say in Shiamu can ye yan so mobile Parliament House or no speaker and resolute one see as semi people and the Madiana Kobasa.
When to me, I'm poor how no be a good bread. If it's a press conference or yeah, and the Casemuni na be so yeah, we say can sa pre-meeting on the can and we see Jina, say, could you miss the book? I said, Anne, most say, and minority for Abbey majority. Eti majority for Montia said I'm quite some minority from and I could buy or catch as a because of Metran on one ma fine. Because we don't have a one what says Supreme Court classy entrance in saying it's you say hold on, there will be a it is a Mrs. Jaya Crown Supreme Court saying hold on. I'll send you do a Supreme Court and it's minority for Monta be a Motia, majority for Monta be a Motia, and yet Mokusi say, I send me my inquiry Supreme Court be determined. Now, trust of you, Mira, and can you tell you? Okay, yeah, catch it. This is our dear possibility. Yeah, baby, say, yeah, there be a pebrim on one way. Minami bomb papa, so one papa, no man shall make and man say, Mr. Bayer Branch, I can multiple booms about some fine, yet there be a obedience. Ghana, there be a city, send it in a brim. I buy or why they be brim up. I am my house, it would a care person of war, your person about their met dear, the bubble speaker.
Wow.
Because some of authority will be beer, sir. A Canadian in case.
Also said, I didn't know some way.
I was a constitution the book a canopy. Say, or say, wait for the Goma on what's now. That's say, we MPP for say, we remember Goma Quatrano, dear Macanity on Quatrano, one won't say, dear Name say, say, Nicolas Williams to Tawa, catch the one, pay, catch a woman, baby, also won't. Ah, simple, as I say, I said, Tramutina, Parliament, as I pay you.
Ibro.
Anything na say and no also share with you ka say Ghana ya practice no ya can Britain and a British and American the na boom enti you call British House of Commons one practice bench system and then so cost carpet we sa although a high end practice bench and so your back benches on to say bench so but silent here and enti wobɛtumi atena baabia na wafrɛ ho na wayɛ majority and wayɛ wo numbers awɔ anaa we nti yɛha kora no ɔba ɔno ne bɛkum so a majority for last parliament na majority for ne dɔɔso asɛ ebi kora te speaker bɛnkum so ɛti wotumi ka sɛ ɔmo ɛte bɛnkum so nyinaa yɛ minority for ɛne ti sei ɛgya de na wohyia wɔn wo pɔsta akutuo wei sei ma wɔn na wonkyerɛ wɔ sɛ baabi a mobɛtena ho hia ɛne ɛbɛkora ne asesa ne asesa kyɛ sɛ monhyehyɛ no te sɛ bench momma mo nyinaa momfɛsi m'anim na yɛntra ase ne yɛnyɛ adwuma. Me see the bar stoppage speaker. But also, Muslim be Supreme Court there. So Muslim be want to them Supreme Court there. No kind. On also that Shemo amongst who say about Parliament here. If you have, he has authority.
That's on the separation of powers. Separation of powers now and then you who. So chess or no so to me. Judiciary no money on Queen on to Niku. I didn't know. I didn't want. Yet Tam Nasmaco go back to Nakanasam.
And I was say, President and judiciary aye boni etia constitution. It's all major pemu can say when free na Ghana venture. Esa LGBTQ and Mras is your penny yan fanasa sia. I say muni say a former penny chaya. So how go on constitution say nansom on Fembra. Now Parliament in CC. 1 year of no the corner you we are offer Council of State. Now Council of State for a day. And so and the Parliament in CC. Now offer essential here. Sa kwano so na constitution che o man pani 2 minutes bi free ni nsam. Sa kwano kuto so ana o ji bi free ni nsam. Na se ode ne sa be hye emra Parliament ahyehyɛ ase na emra na be yɛ adwuma. Emra ne timi kodru ni hɔ kra. Enuanom bi se twofo bi yɛ register no de court. Ama court so agi saa we no wo ho e ma ye kase konkon ho na ho Supreme Court wo sim sen ya se mo kyerɛkyerɛ mmra mu na mo kyerɛ emra se ne yɛn fo so mmra emra hyehyɛ nka mo ho ya hyehyɛ emra hyehyɛ ne yɛ hyehyɛ ye mo bɛkasa ho no e menye emra e draft ite de ne masam ben emra ben na mo ko kyerɛ mu it won wo matika ba na o se ko mbutugu na ɔmampani di ne sa hyɛ aseɛ ntɛm nti saa nipa mmienu no supreme ɛyɛ court ɛne ɔmampani ayɛ bɔne de atia constitution nti na nnura ne kasa ne nyinaa mu ana wɔse wɔn wa saa mmienu nso na pɛ sɛ wi king wei na ɔtɔ obiara di ne deɛ nti mira sɛnea ɔka separation of powers no speaker ɛkyerɛ mu sɛ supreme court ɛne executives ɛde wɔn ho ehiahia wɔn nsɛm ɛna meka sɛ ɛne wɔn so ntena ase because ɛna ɔka sɛ saa asɛm no kɔ betumi aresolve wɔn ekɔ supreme court no sɛ nka wɔn baa ne hɔ ɛna nka wɔn yɛɛyɛ na nka mpanyinfoɔ betumi atena so aresolve nti sɛ wɔn nso ɔpanyin wɔ fie na hiehie ba a wɔn to sa frafra no na wɔasiesie ne saa na mo tumi hu no sɛ yɛn pɛ sɛ wɔefɔ bɛbɛ mu a yɛn yɛ wɔ fie ha yi yɛn yɛ wɔ fie a meka parliament a yɛn yɛ ka ho deɛ wɔ fie am sɛ yɛsɛ asɛ sɛ yɛbɛtoto yɛn nsɛm yi na ma yɛn nsɛm akɔ abɔnten ma obi anya yɛn
ha na speaker ɔno nso separation of powers bebrebe yi ɔnkan hu sɛ checks and balances wɔ hɔ
saa pɛpɛɛpɛ
adeɛ no akwan kɔsia na ntatwene o wo tumi no doesn't mean sɛ wo kɔ no obi nso nkyɛkɛ wo yes a sign of primary ɛwɔ mu sɛ wode wo deɛ na sɛ obi kyɛke obi na obi nso kyɛke na balance na ɛkama sɛ da bia obi ntwifo
sɛ ka wohwɛ mu paa mira sɛ nea ɔkan parliament will tumi kɛseɛ ɛwɔ executives so wɔn wɔn approve wɔn budget wɔn ansa na ɔba bɛkɔ abɛn mu wɔn na ɛsoɛ wɔ mampani oyɛ hwan yɛ agye sɛ ɔsan kyerɛ parliament
because parliament no na ɛyɛ ghanafoɔ
saa
ghanafoɔ no na ɛyɛ parliament
wɔn nso constitution no so na ɛde oversight responsibility ama parliament sɛ deɛ aban wɔn wɔ abɛn mu yɛ biara mo na mo tumi frɛ ebisa sɛ wei a wɔyɛ bebu mu kɔntakyerɛ mu wɔn na ɛwɔ ɛna court nso na mo ɛna wɔn wɔ asa ahyehyɛ mmara na court nso de mmara no so ayɛ adwuma na ti parliament foɔ no so hwan nso na check parliament sɛ wɔsɛ obi check obi a hwan nso na check parliament is it the court nso check parliament a na court nso hwan nso a check court so who watches the watchman
asɛm no dem na no ebisa tato no papa me da se why
listen na say yeah
radin kan ho prince job adi de no gode akwaba
ale yaja
nempom
yanko padon boko
radiasi me